Gerry Adams.
I also want to commend all of those who took part in the Raise the Roof protest today. It was a great demonstration and the start of a mass movement for change. And those assembled were showing their anger at the government's shameful attitude to almost 4,000 children in emergency accommodation. They were expressing their outrage against rents that people can't afford. They were protesting against evictions. They were protesting against this government's failed housing policy. And they were voting for the right to a home. Mara Jurter in Yelga, Neil Ian Tinton, Marta Tinhan Fain. Last Concordia, there are more citizens homeless in this state than the combined populations of the towns of Ardee, Castlebellingham, Dunleer, Jenkinstown and Tullyowen in my constituency of Louth. According to Dáil, Louth has witnessed the greatest annual increase in rental costs. According to the July figures from the Department of Housing, the number of adults homeless in the North East region, including Louth, has remained unchanged since July of last year. So clearly the government's housing strategy is not working. And yet the Minister for Housing and his colleagues constantly parrot the claim that their plan is working. Sinn Féin's housing plan in our alternative budget 2019 proposes the introduction of a temporary tax relief for renters in tandem with a 3-year emergency rent freeze. We would also increase investment in social and affordable housing and tackle homelessness. And that's one of the many differences between Sinn Féin and this government. We believe that citizens have the right to a home. This government doesn't believe this. Finally, last Concordia, the Taoiseach responded today to a reasonable question from Teachta MacDonald on the government's failed housing policy by attacking Sinn Féin's refusal to stay in government in the north with a party which is denying citizens their rights. The Taoiseach has a duty to uphold the rights of people in the north, not to attack them. He also knows the efforts Sinn Féin have made and the reprehensible way the British government and the DUP have responded by refusing rights which he himself knows are being denied at this time. He knows the disrespectful way that they treat him and the Minister for Foreign Affairs. This has nothing to do with the housing crisis, the housing emergency in this state, but it's proof of the way this government responds in a dishonest way, and this brings the Taoiseach's office into disrepute, and it adds to the sense, and we saw this in the streets earlier on, that this government doesn't really care about the homelessness crisis.